Hi, friends. Happy Friday. Are you ready for the weekend? I know I am. I've worked like a crazy woman this week. Well, like it's not always the same. Anyhow, on today, Little Bites, I'm going to talk about some mediumship tools that I use because, there was a lot of questions about my post about mediumship. And so I wanted to give you all some of that. Also, on the same note, there's been a lot of attention to my um, spirit guides post. A lot of people wanted more information. So on our live on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be talking about spirit guides. Okay. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. Come with me. I'm going to remind you by email in the morning, and I'm going to put the Zoom link on a post in the morning in the group. So you can join me on Zoom. You can be on the Facebook group, but then you cannot interact with me. I mean, you can put questions in the chat and I'll try to check on those. But if you want to have one-on-one with me in real time, it's easier to do it on Zoom. Okay. But either way, it's fine. So we're going to be talking about spirit guides on Wednesday. All right. Perfect. So, um, the first rule when you're doing mediumship readings has to be to give spirit the floor. Just give them the floor. When they're coming through and you're channeling information, they have something to say. I see a lot of other teachers, and this is just what works for me. Okay. I see a lot of other teachers that teach their students to have this list of questions. What is your name? At what age did you die? What from? Which side of the family are you from? Etc. Etc. Which is fine. You want to ask those questions. But what I find most that works better for me and my students is to give spirit the floor first because they got stuff to say. And sometimes most of the time, those questions are going to be answered, or they don't even need to be asked because whatever they say, your seater, when I say seater, is the person that's sitting in front of you. Your seater is going to be able to recognize that person due to the information that they're providing. And you're going to miss stuff if you bombard them with questions without allowing them to come with the information that they have for you. Okay. So that's really important. Let them talk first. Now, how does channeling work? Either is through a mediumship reading or a tarot reading or any kind of channeling that you're doing. Channeling is when you're speaking to spirit or to any other being from a different dimension. That's what we call channeling. Your intuition and those messages come through your nervous system. Okay. So your sixth sense, your intuition, works with your other five senses. Okay. When intuitive information comes through, it will trigger one of your other senses. You will see, hear, smell, taste something, right? So that's why my mediumship students, I tell them how to enhance their psychic skills because every medium is a psychic, but every psychic is not a medium. But we need our psychic skills to be able to communicate with spirits. Okay. All right. Another thing that's important as mediums to do is always have an opening ceremony. Always have an opening ceremony. Um, Opening ceremony should include GCP, which is ground, clean, and protect. You ground yourself, you clean yourself, and you protect yourself, right? So GCP, your intention, and your affirmation. Okay. Opening ceremony is very important for two reasons. Well, for several reasons. We have to clean. We have to clean. We have to set our intention and our affirmations. But it's also a way for us as mediums to prepare. Okay. But also it tells spirit it's time for work. She's gonna open up. It's if we want to say something, this is a time to do it. We gotta get ready. So just like you would go to the bathroom and brush your teeth and wash your face to get ready for your day every morning, we do certain things in our opening ceremony to prepare ourselves for that communication. And that's why the open ceremony is so important. I light a candle. I always have candles. I always have something burning and smoking. I light a candle. I have some incense. I have my crystals. I take a deep breath. And I always do this thing. And that's everybody's gonna be different. Some people rub their hands, and I would say don't force that. That is something that is gonna come to you whenever you are doing readings. You're gonna do something, and you're gonna find out. At least that's the way it worked for me. I just kind of realized that I, did this thing with my neck every time right before as I was preparing to do a reading. So opening ceremony, very important. Okay. Now, in terms of communicating with spirit, there's some tricks that it's going to make it so much easier. Instead of trying to figure out what spirit is trying to tell you, you have kind of a contract. You have an agreement with spirit. Okay, this is what we're going to do, because that's going to make things so much easier to understand. Okay, so to get the message to come through, you're going to create formats. Okay, formats. The first format that I've learned and that I've always used is bowling pins. Okay, you think about bowling pins, it's a triangle, right? So you're gonna visualize your cedar is the point, right? That is closer to you. And then behind, not to the cedar's left, to your left. So right here for me, it's gonna be the mom side of the family. To my right is gonna be that side of the family. So whoever is behind my cedar to the left is gonna be mom, and then grandparents on mom's side and great grandparents on mom's side. On the right side, dad, grandparents on that side, and great grandparents on that side. If you have any kind of stepmother, stepfather, step siblings, spirit, to me, they are in the formation, and then they take a step to the side. That tells me they are in that position, but they're the step in that position. Okay. Now, siblings. Now, if you see people in front of your cedar, those are her children or his children. Those are children. Now, for siblings, you are going to see them on the side of your sibling because it's the same line. And you're gonna, when you see people on the sides of your siblings, you're gonna ask them to take a step forward and put themselves in order of age. And you're gonna see the taller one as the older one and the shorter one as the younger one, even though in reality that's not the case. But that's a very easy visual cue for you to identify the siblings, step or full siblings. I hope you like that. Those are some very easy and cool tricks that I've used for a long, long time to help me identify the people that are coming through to talk to my sitter. And they just work really well. They just work really well. So don't forget, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, we're going to be talking about spirit guides and other things, other other people, other spirits, and other beings is the word that I was looking for. Other beings from other dimensions. Okay, so I hope to see you there. See you then.